Hi boys and girls, it's me Butch. I live in South Vancouver in Canada. Today is kind of a chilly day. It was pouring rain earlier and it's been raining a lot the last couple of days. I'm an artist. I'm about to be 73 next week. I'm a photographer, but in my old age I spend my time painting. And today I wanted to talk to you about a Craigslist scam that someone's trying to pull on me. And what this scam is that I posted an ad in the antique section for this old sword of mine. It's a very unusual sword. It's got some interesting markings on the end here. Let's change lenses here so you can get a good look at it. So this is a very old sword. I've had it for 20 years or more. And I used it for photography. I bought it in a pawn shop in Toronto. I paid $100 for it 20 years ago. And also I advertised this old wood case Sony transistor radio for your young kids. Transistors are what there was before chips. A chip is just thousands of transistors on the same piece, but before there was chips there were transistors, which is basically a single kind of amplifier circuit where you can do a bunch of things with it. Anyhow, the point is, I advertise these things and not at the same time. First I advertise a sword, and I'm not online. I go downtown to get on the internet, but I have a cell phone, and I received a text message, even though my ad said do not text, offering me $50 more for the sword than what I had asked. And that didn't seem too unusual to me, because nor that it was from out of town, because it was a very unusual item. And then the next day, when I advertised the radio from a different text address, phone number, I got it was identical wording with the same misspelling of antiques. Instead of antique, it said antiques, plural, which didn't fit the grammar, and offering me more than I asked, and I didn't reply to that. In fact, and I stopped replying to the first one. But I did get a text message saying that a check was on the way, and here it is. You're looking at it from Norm Foot Inc. in Plattsburgh, New York. The package I got from the States was sent from Seattle. I'm really thrilled that it cost them $40 to send it to me. Got some vengeance out of this. And in there was the check and these very specific instructions to get them in the light here for you, to call this text number when I got it. And I've received several text messages which I have not replied to, asking if I got it. They're never going to hear from me again, personally, as far as I know. I'm not replying to them. If I got the check, and I'm certainly not going to try and cash this check, they sent me a check for $1,850 US. In Canadian dollars, that's 10 times what I asked for the sword. There's something really wrong here. Nobody's going to give away money, and I know they're not desperate for the sword, because it's just too obvious a scam. So the point of all this is, if you receive an offer from out of town, especially if it's from a 1-900 number, which it turns out all but one of these text messages was from, and they offer you more than what you wanted, it's 99.9999% a scam. What will happen is, if I reply to this text number, they will put enough money in that account, most likely, to make it look like it's good, and then immediately withdraw the money, so that when the check arrives in a couple of days or a week in Plattsburgh, New York, there will be no money in the account. There is usually probably no money in that account if it's a real bank account. Maybe it's a real account, maybe it's not an account, what do I know? The thing is what they expect me to do is ship them my sword, pay for the shipping. My sword has now been stolen from me and I'll never get it back again. The check will bounce, and if I spent any of that money, not only am I going to be out that money, but I'm going to be out a whole bunch of service charges. The warning is that Craigslist has scammers. It's never happened to me before. I've sold and bought stuff on Craigslist. Never been a problem. Sometimes the people are annoying, but usually it goes quite well. And I've bought things and got good deals, and I've sold things, and been quite happy with that. So I'm going to post all of the telephone numbers in the description below. I'm going to post all the wording on here and anything else I have in all these other instructions that came with it. They aren't really instructions, it's just packing stuff, but any information on there. And then I'm going to, because I can't report anything online, I'm going to package the check and everything up and send it off to the Federal Bureau of Investigation in Seattle. They can do whatever they want with it. I can't be running down to Seattle to track somebody down trying to scam me. And I'd probably be very nasty to the person if I ever found them. Their life would probably be in danger. So it's best I stay away from people like that, a-holes like that. This is just a warning about Craigslist scams in case somebody's going to do it to you in the future. So that's it from Butch. You can check me out at butchnews.com. I have websites. I have lots of websites. What I do is I paint. Don't make much money from it, but I'm an artist, so that's my message. I hope this was helpful. This is also an audio test. I'm testing out a different type of mic here, and I didn't bother shaving for you today. I really am this ugly. Bye-bye from Butch. I gotta turn this off now. Bye-bye.